Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Michael Mahoney, and I'm the principal of Bicentennial School here in Nashua. I'd like to welcome you all to the 2019 edition of the City Battle of the Books. We are hosting this year. We're very happy to have Birch Hill School and Maine Dunstable Schools joining us today as Bicentennial is the third team in the competition. When I first came to Bicentennial about 11 years ago, I had never heard of Battle of the Books, and I thought how dangerous that sounded. So I was terribly concerned that you were using hardcovers. But now that we've done this now a good 10, 11 years since I've been here, it's really tremendous to see not only the hard work that the students put in, but that the parents who volunteer their time to do this for their children, for our students. That's something you really can't measure, and we do appreciate. Any fifth graders in the room? Okay. I do encourage you to get involved in things like this, in activities and groups when you go off to middle school. It makes all the difference in the world to be involved in a group. And this is just one other great thing that the Nashua Public Schools do have to offer. So I wish you all the best of luck this afternoon, and do your best, enjoy it, have fun, and celebrate the fact that you got this far. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the City Championship for Battle of the Books 2019. We have two teams that will move on. I would like the coach from Maine Dunstable Elementary School to come forward and give an introduction of the team.
Thanks, everyone, for coming. Our team name is #SuperSavage7. It started with Super 7, and then we added Savage. So here we are. First member I would like to introduce is Gauri Akineni, Sanvi Praturu, Arna Puvala, Nikhil Shokin, Jahnavi, Smriti Srinath, and Rishabh. Good luck to the teams.
I will now call the Bicentennial Elementary School coach to come forward and give an introduction of the Flaming Phoenixes.
Our team, called the Flaming Phoenixes, rose from the ashes, as you can see. And the two coaches, we had a lot of fun coaching this team. You're the best. The team comprises of Dylan D'Souza, Nitya Punnus, Andrew Thibault, Hamir Patania, Arvind Venkatesh, Teresa Matthews, Koshani Ghosh, Alice Day, and John Nadavillil. Good luck to everyone.
Everybody, thank you very much. I will now present to you the question reader for the City Championship, Jessica, who will be our question reader for the day. Thank you very much.
So the Flaming Phoenixes from Bicentennial, you'll be getting the even numbered questions. And the team over here, you'll be getting these #SuperSavage7. We'll be getting the questions, the even number questions. Here we go. Even, not odd, odd, even. It's pretty amazing that I did this not on camera several times. All right, here we go for the Flaming Phoenixes. In which book does someone wish they lived on Venus or Mercury so that they could have more time?
The Homework Machine by Dan Gutman.
Correct. SuperSavage 7. In which book does someone eat biscuits that are rock hard and tasteless?
Could it be from Saturday? Charlotte Doyle? Oh yeah, the crackers in his pocket. The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle by Avey.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book does a character watch Walter Cronkite on the evening news?
The Wednesday Wars by Gary D. Smith.
Correct. Main Dunstable. In which book do a couple stand under a chupa?
A View from Saturday by E.L. Konigsberg.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book do the characters go to hamburger heaven for lunch?
Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume.
Correct. Main Dunstable. In which book does someone tell the story of a crazy sea captain bent on killing a whale?
The Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson.
Correct. Flaming Phoenixes. In which book does someone flop down on his back and start flapping his arms like he was trying to make a snow angel in the green grass?
Heat by Mike Lupica.
Correct. Main Dunstable. In which book is there a person who likes to play Stratego?
That's Homework Machine. Remember Homework Machine? He made Stratego at 6 years old. What was the word? Can you repeat the question? Can you repeat the question, please?
In which book is there a person who likes to play Stratego?
The Lemonade Wars by Jacqueline Davis.
Correct. Flaming Phoenixes. In which book does the testimony of a bully prove someone innocent?
Holes by Louis Thatcher.
Correct. Main Dunstable. In which book does a character cut his own hair?
The Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book is there a castle but no royal yard?
Castle but no graveyard. Okay. Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson.
Correct. Main Dunstable. In which book does someone lose a lot of money while swimming?
The Lemonade Wars by Jacqueline Davis.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book does someone say that the ballpoint pen has been the biggest single factor in the decline of Western civilization?
The View from Saturday by E.L. Konigsberg.
Correct. Main Dunstable. In which book does someone learn to run like Jesse Owens?
The Wednesday Wars by Gary D. Schmidt.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book is Palomino no pal of the main character?
Swindle by Gordon Corman.
Correct. Main Dunstable. In which book is there a drawer of unpaid bills?
Heat by Mike Lupica.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book is a robin not a bird?
The True Confession of Charlotte Doyle by Abby.
Correct. Main Dunstable. In which book is Rebecca Fish the police chief?
The Homework Machine by Dan Gutman.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book is there a place called Heaven on Earth?
Holes by Louis Satcher.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, the final question for this round. In which book does a serial number from the USS Enterprise play a role?
Swindle by Gordon Corman.
That is correct. So, for this next round, we're going to be moving on to a new set of questions, round 5. And we're actually going to take a brief moment and we're going to have the teams stand up and switch sides, if you would. Here we are back for the final round of the 2019 Battle of the Books. On my left, we have the team from Maine Dunstable. They will be taking the odd number questions. On my right, we have the team from Bicentennial. They will be taking the even number questions. We are going to start with Maine Dunstable. In which book is castor oil used as a laxative?
Oh, we from Saturday. Because there's laxative. Remember the laxative? The View from Saturday. Okay. A View from Saturday by E.L. Konigsberg.
Incorrect. For the steal, Bicentennial. In which book is castor oil used as a laxative?
Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume. Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume.
Correct. This question is for Bicentennial. In which book do we learn that the Earth is 93 million miles away from the sun?
The Homework Machine by Dan Gutman.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book is there a reference to bales of silk and tobacco?
The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle by Avi.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book does a different type of storm, the tempest, play a role?
Please repeat the question.
In which book does a different type of storm, the tempest, play a role?
The Wednesday Wars by Gary D. Schmidt.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book are Hawksbill and Kemp's Ridley mentioned?
A View from Saturday by E.L. Konigsberg.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book is the main character told he has an old soul?
The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle by Abby.
Incorrect. For the steal. In which book is the main character told he has an old soul?
Heat by Mike Lupica.
Correct. This question is for Maine Dunstable. In which book is the ocean explorer Jacques Cousteau mentioned? This is for you.
The Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson.
Correct. The Bicentennial. In which book does Mr. Berman get kicked in the face?
Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book are pen, dance, key, not a pen, a dance, or a key?
Holes by Louis Sakar.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book is the climbing tree a safe haven?
The Lemonade War by Jacqueline Davies.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book does a student coach a teacher on teaching?
The Wednesday Wars by Gary D. Schmidt.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book is there a royal yard but no castle?
The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle by Abby.
So that is correct. This question is for Maine Dunstable. In which book do you learn who Pete Sheehy is?
Could it be Peter G? Could it be? Could it be? No, could it be? Could it be? Could it be? No. I feel like it's someone. 5 seconds. Heat by Mike Lupica.
That is correct. Bicentennial. In which book does a broken branch ruin the plan?
Swindle by Gordon Corman.
That is correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book do you find 2 versions of the 10 Commandments?
The Homework Machine by Dan Gutman.
That is correct. Bicentennial. In which book is someone afraid to drink the water?
Holes by Louis Hatcher.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book is pool basketball the game of choice?
The Lemonade Wars by Jacqueline Davis.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book are 2 boys asked to teach the class to belch?
The View from Saturday by Yale Konigsberg.
That is correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book did a character try out for an acne cream commercial?
Swindle by Gordon Corman.
That's correct. Bicentennial for the last question in this round. In which book is there a roaring 8-foot wide sea?
Please repeat the question.
In which book is there a roaring 8-foot wide sea?
I think the key is 8 feet wide. It might be the key. Oh, yeah, no, it's Richard with you. You sure? The ocean. Sure. Ocean.
The creek. Yeah, it's the creek. The Bridge to Terabithia by Captain Patterson.
That is correct. Okay. We're going to take a brief intermission and count up the points, and then we will probably be having a final round. Okay. Here we go. We are headed into the final round of Battle of the Books 2019, and both teams are even at this point in time. We have on my left the team from Maine Dunstable, and on my right, the team from Bicentennial. Maine Dunstable, you'll be hearing the even-numbered questions. To begin, Maine Dunstable, in which book would you find a toddle bike?
The Tales of Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Bloom.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book is it a teacher's first year teaching?
The Homework Machine by Dan Gutman.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book does a broken sewing needle lead to the discovery of a secret?
The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle by A.V.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book does the principal want to become dictator of a small country?
The Wednesday Wars by Gary D. Schmidt.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book does a character visit a place he describes as a theme park for old people?
A View from Saturday by E.O. Coningsburg.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book does someone tell his friend it is much easier to figure out slugging percentages than it is to figure out girls?
Heat by Mike Lupica.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book does a character call her parents by their first names?
The Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book does someone have a brother who talks in his sleep?
Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book is it time measured in watches and bells?
The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle by A.V.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book do they have comment cards on which to say something nice about another person?
The Lemonade War by Jacqueline Davies.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book are cream puffs ruined by chalk dust?
The Wednesday Wars by Gary D. Schmidt.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book does the main character climb down a trellis to run away from home?
The True Confession of Charlotte Doyle by Abby.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book does someone say that it turned out the only team in a league that could beat him was a team of coaches?
Heat by Mike Lupica.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, or I'm sorry, Bicentennial. Question 14. In which book does the main character send something to an abandoned address?
Swindle by Gordon Corman.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book does someone call a tip in to the police to put something in a school paper to expose his secret?
The Homework Machine by Dan Gutman.
That is correct. Bicentennial. In which book is a plot of land sold to the Girl Scouts?
Holes by Louis Satcher.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book does a character go to the beach at the North Shore?
The Lemonade Wars by Jack Land Davis.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book was a dog tranquilized for travel?
The View from Saturday by E.L. Coningsburg.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book does a character make a donation to the town museum?
Swindle by Gordon Corman.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book is a puppy given as a Christmas gift?
Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson.
That is correct. That was the end of the round. We are out of questions for this round. Hold one moment while we get some more.
I'll bring you more questions. I'll bring you more questions, okay? I'll bring you more questions.
So here we are for the very last round of the Battle of the Books 2019. And this is Bicentennial on my right, Maine Dunstable on my left. This is going to be a rapid fire question round, sudden death. If a team misses a question, the other team has a chance to answer it. If they answer it correctly, that team will then be the winner. If they miss that question on the steal, then we will have another question available. Okay? So here we go. In which book, this is going to be for the SuperSavage 7. In which book did someone have to wait in the emergency room for an X-ray?
The Wednesday Wars by Gary D. Schmidt.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book does someone explain about a swimming frenzy switch and the grow to graze switch?
The View from Saturday by E.L. Coningsburg.
Correct. SuperSavage 7. In which book was the punishment for doing something wrong to copy the dictionary?
The Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson.
That is correct. Bicentennial. In which book does someone say, "No cop had ever caught me and no cop ever would"?
Heat by Mike Lupica.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book is Derek Dune a bully?
Holes by Louis Sakar.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book is someone hoping to get Mrs. Scobie for a teacher?
The Lemonade War by Jacqueline Davies.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book is there a character with glasses that makes his eyes look like two sunny-side-up eggs?
Swindle by Gordon Corman.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book does someone get a puppy that is named Turtle?
Tales of Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book were 4 individuals grouped together because their last name started with the same letter?
The Homework Machine by Dan Gutman.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book did someone not have a television at home?
Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book does the main character think they saw an angel?
Heat by Mike Lupica.
Incorrect. For Bicentennial, in which book does the main character think they saw an angel?
Yes, I'm 100% sure I was my character. The Wednesday Wars by Gary D. Schmidt.
Incorrect. So we will keep going with the round. The correct answer was The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle by Avi.
Oh, it was Saturday?
All right, so this next question will be back to Bicentennial. In which book was there someone named Miss Violet of the very spiky heels?
The Wednesday Wars by Gary D. Schmidt.
Correct. Maine Dunstable. In which book was a message on a backpack changed to "I am a passenger on Spaceship Earth"?
A View from Saturday by E.L. Coningsburg.
Correct. Bicentennial. In which book do you see an albino chameleon?
Swindle by Gordon Corman.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book does someone try to fly off the top of a jungle gym?
The Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book do you see a blood bird?
The True Confession of Charlotte Doyle by Abby.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book does someone work at the Imperial Food Market?
Heat by Mike Lupica.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book is chess described as a virtual simulation of war?
The Homework Machine by Dan Gutman.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book does Tommy pee on the lawn?
The Lemonade Wars by Jacqueline Davis.
Correct. Not surprised you remembered that. Bicentennial, in which book does someone feel sorry for the old woman in a shoe?
Holes by Louis Thatcher.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book is a dirk used?
The True Confessions of Charlotte Doyle by Avey.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book do we learn that a sister is named Heather?
The Wednesday Wars by Gary D. Schmidt.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book is a young boy told that he had chops?
A View from Saturday by E.O. Konigsberg.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book did the 5th grade boys play King of the Mountain at recess?
Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book does the father have a Zorro mustache?
Heat by Mike Lupica.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book does someone shower every Sunday night, whether they need it or not?
Holes by Louis Thatcher.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book does a boy quote the movie Agent Down?
Lemonade Wars. Agent Down. The Lemonade Wars by Jacqueline Davis.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book does a character say, "I don't sit with traitors"?
Swindle by Gordon Corman.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book did a music teacher play the guitar and sing like a regular recording artist?
The Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson.
That is correct. Bicentennial, in which book do we learn the meaning of zugzwang?
The Homework Machine by Dan Gutman.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book does someone like to play with socks?
The Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book does Mrs. Polly have a bunch of kids running through a sprinkler?
The Lemonade War by Jacqueline Davies.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book did someone get an anonymous tip on a hotline?
The Homework Machine by Dan Gutman.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book is there a pet named Dribble?
Tales of Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book does someone worry about bacteria in a jar?
Holes by Louis Sakar.
Correct. We're going to pause for one moment. Okay. And thank you very much. All right. Let's see, I believe we are on Bicentennial. In which book does the main character win a Labor Day contest?
The Lemonade War by Jacqueline Davies.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book is a boy's father a dentist?
The View from Saturday by E.O. Konigsberg.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book is a character trying to quit smoking?
Please repeat the question.
In which book is a character trying to quit smoking?
Quit smoking. She kept trying to quit smoking. She already quit. She needed to quit because she was pregnant. She quit. Okay. Holes by Louis Thatcher.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book does a party guest bite Grandma's hand?
The Tales of Fourth Grade Nothing by Judy Blume.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book does someone get lice?
The True Confession of Charlotte Doyle by Abby.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book does the main character need to find his birth certificate?
Heat by Mike Lupica.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book does someone live in a perfect house?
The Wednesday Wars by Gary D. Schmidt.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book was a character's father a chef on a cruise ship?
A View from Saturday by E.L. Konigsberg.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book does someone help his mother can beans?
Are you 100% sure? Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book the climbing tree provides a safe haven?
The Lemonade Wars by Jacqueline Davis.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book is the key to the gun cabinet hidden behind a photo?
The True Confession of Charlotte Doyle by Abby.
Correct. Maine Dunstable, in which book does a character have no notion of what you did and didn't do?
Is it our question? Yeah, it's our question. The Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson.
Correct. Bicentennial, in which book does a mistake make something valuable?
Mistake. The mistake of taking the shoes. No, I'm not sure about this. Amir, do you know? What's mistake make something valuable? I don't know this. Why are they making art? Stop it. Make something valuable. Is it switching? Mistake. What do I say? Holes by Louis Thatcher.
Incorrect. For the steal, in which book does a mistake make something valuable?
Swindle by Gordon Corman.
That is correct, and we have our new champions. That was excellent. So that was really great. That was one of the longest rounds I've ever seen go. You guys all did really great. Congratulations to all the competitors. We're really proud of Bicentennial Flaming Phoenixes making a great comeback over here, and the main Dunstable #SuperSavage7. And we're going to come over here in just one moment and be presenting the trophies for the winners.
Thank you, everybody, for being so patient. Thank you to both the teams. They did a fabulous job. Please give them a big hand, a big applause. We are now going to present the awards. I would like to call Dr. Garth McKinney to please come forward. And say a few words for us. Thank you very much.
I just want to thank you, the students, for participating. You did an amazing job. I'm both amazed, exhausted too from all the questioning. And I want to thank all the parents, because this doesn't happen without all of your help. So boys and girls, can we give mom and dads a round of applause, please? Would that be okay? Yep. I think this is a great opportunity that recognizes the importance of reading and literacy, and as a former reading teacher, that's near and dear to my heart. So nice job. I know all the work and commitment that goes into it, so thank you, everyone, and great job to everybody involved. Thank you.
Again, let's give them a big hand before I start presenting the awards. So kiddos, thank you very much. As I call out your name, I would like you to come forward, and Dr. Garth McKinney will present you the award. The first person to come forward is Andrew Tribold. Arvind Venkatesh. John Prakash Nadavali. Nitya Punos. Alice Dye. Dylan D'Souza. Teresa Matthew. Kaushani Ghosh. And Hamid Patania. Okay, let's move on to the winners for today, the SuperSavage 7. Sanvi Praturu, Rishabh Rajesh, Gauri Akineni, Arna Puvala, Janvi Desai, Nikhil Shokin, Smriti Srinath, okay, we would like for the coaches of the SuperSavage 7 to please come forward. I will call upon the team SuperSavage 7 with their coaches to go and collect the City Championship Award from Dr. Garth McKinney. Okay, everybody, that concludes our evening for today. Thank you for coming. And once again, please give them all a big hand.